Viewers, welcome to the digital class of Udainath Autonomous College of Science and Technology. So, viewers, today's class will be all about the web technology paper. So, today we will be learning or discussing about a new topic, that is list. You must have seen a lot of web pages have a number of lists. That means there are some points or there are some sentences in the paragraph which need to be addressed through a bullet. So, there must be a point, there must be any symbols through which the points will be described. So in this way, or in that case, we will be using the concept of list in HTML. So today's video will be all about what is list, how many type of lists are there, how to create a list, how to number a list. Each and everything will be discussed in today's topic. So let's move on to the slide, that is list in HTML. We are discussing what is the concept of list in HTML. So lists commonly are found in documents including web pages. They are an easy and effective way to itemize such things such as elements, components and ingredients. So words or phrases which need to be set apart from the rest of the body of text can be emphasized within the bullet. So a heavy dot used for calling attention to a particular section of the text is known as the bullet. So HTML offers web authors three ways for specifying list of information. So all lists must contain one or more list elements. So a list may contain, this is a UL tag which stands for an unordered list. This will list item using plain bullets. That means the bullets will be plain. That means there will be no numbering in case of unordered list. Second one comes your OL tag, an ordered list. This will use different schemes of number to list your item. That means OL tag will be used to give the numbers or give the bulleted numbers to the specified text or phrases. That means we can implement a number of ways through which we can number or we can order the list of items in the web page. Then finally comes our DL, the definition list. This arranges your items in the same way as they are arranged in the dictionary. So you must have seen a dictionary. That means all the alphabets, all the characters in the list will be arranged in the alphabetical order if we will use the definition list. So this will actually follow the dictionary format and it will list all the elements in a particular way as it is been formatted in the dictionary. So what do you mean by list? So we have already discussed that it is normally found in a document including web pages. It is found in web pages, it is found in words, it is found in documents, it is found in elements, and it is found as ingredients or anything. So any list which is followed by a bullet. So what do you mean by a bullet? So you must have seen there are some points which are written with an asterisk mark or a dot or a circle or a square. So these are called as bullets. So bullets are actually a heavy dot used for calling attention to a particular section of the text. That means whenever we are emphasizing a particular text in a web page or in document, so at that time we use the concept of bullet or we use the symbols to identify a bullet. So you can see over here to make or to emphasize the UL tag, OL tag or DL tag, I have specified the text in bold letters. So you can easily emphasize the importance of UL tag, OL tag and DL tag in this document. Similarly, the bullet is also used to mark or to emphasize the selected text in a web page. So in this way, the list is actually useful in the HTML document. Next, we will be moving to the list tag which is used to create the list in the HTML document. So list creates a bullet in front of text which is to be set apart for emphasis and causes all text after it to be indented, either until another list tag is detected or until the end of the list is reached. It is used to itemize elements of unordered or ordered list. That means we have two types of list, that is unordered list and ordered list, which we will be describing in the next slides. So for the time being, the list tag is actually used to create a list which actually automatically implements a bullet to the text. So whenever we are writing any text, and we are using the list tag, so it automatically puts a bullet in front of the text, which is used to emphasize or to identify particular text in a web page. Similarly, there is a note over here that a BR tag is not inserted at the end of an item beginning with a list tag, as a line break automatically occurs at that point. That means we have already seen that in our previous video the BR tag is used to give the line break. That means whenever we are creating any paragraph in a web page, at that time the paragraph need to be indented at a particular point, or the cursor of a sentence needs to be moved to the next line. At that point we use the BR tag to give a line break. But in case of list, the BR tag is not actually used. So whenever a list is or a list tag is encountered, the line automatically breaks to the next line. That means the cursor moves to the next line automatically. So this is the importance, or this is the feature of list tag, that no BR tag can be used or should be used after the li tag. So since a list tag is an empty tag, that is there is no negative counterpart, that is the ending part of list, and since it intends the text following it, it cannot be along. Otherwise the entire remainder of the document will be indented. That means if we are not using, or if we are using the list tag and we have a closing list tag and we have not specified any closing curly bracket, or we have not encountered closing list tag, so the whole document will be indented. So a list tag is an empty tag. It can have a end tag, but it is not necessary to write the end tag. So it is similar to a BR tag. So whenever we will write a list item, so we will write with li tag, and it is better to close it with the end tag of li, so that the text within the li tag will be properly indented. Otherwise, in some cases or in some browsers, it automatically indents the whole document of the page. So this is all about the list tag and all about the notes. And next we will be moving to the first category of list, that is unordered list. So what do you mean by UL tag or unordered list? So U stands for unordered and L stands for list. So it delineates a list where the items are generally or equal importance and do not need to go in any particular order. So each items begin with a list tag or li tag. So unordered list may be nested inside ordered list or unordered list, or inside any other parts of the list. So one list inside another list inside another list. So line space automatically is inserted before and after an unordered list, that is an entire line is skipped between an unordered list and any text before and after it, except for on most browsers a list nested within another list. So what do you mean by an unordered list? So unordered list is the first category of list which emphasizes the item in a particular way, that means in a particular order, but the bullets or the symbols that are being used are not numbered. That means in unordered list there are no numbered bullets used in text or to identify a text. So here special symbols are used to identify the text or phrases within the paragraph. So whenever we are using the UL tag, that means it stands for unordered list, and all the list item that we will give inside the UL tag will be in symbol bullets. That means there will be no numbered bullets in case of unordered list. So all the list tag will carry a symbol in front of text to identify the phrase or the text within the paragraph. So unordered list is actually used to give the symbols, it is not used to give the numbered list. So if we want to give the numbered list, then we can use it in ordered list, that is the second category of the list. But in case of UL tag, there is no numbered list, or there will be no numbered bullet in case of unordered list. We will be describing what are the attributes associated with unordered list. So the first attribute or the common attribute of unordered list is type. So a type attribute has three values, that is a disk, a square or a circle, which designates the appearance of the bullets preceding the listed items. So many browsers support only the disk attribute. So actually the unordered list attributes are browser dependent. That means some of the values or some of the attributes do not follow or do not support the browsers. So normally or generally there are three values of the type attribute, that is disk, square and circle, but it is not necessary that we will be using only these three values of type attribute. We can use some other values to give other bullets or different types of bullet in the type attribute. So what do you mean by the disk value of the type attribute? So disk causes each bullet to appear as a solid round disk. That means whenever you will found a solid round disk in a web page, that means we have used the unordered list attribute where the value of the type attribute is disk. So whenever the type has the value of disk, so it will have a solid round disk to identify or to emphasize a particular text in a phrase or in a document. Similarly, square is another value of type attribute which causes each bullet to appear as a solid square. That means many browsers do not recognize the square attribute. So this is actually the browser dependent. That means the square value of type attribute has, whenever we will found or whenever we will encounter a solid square emphasizing or displaying in the web page, that means it has the unordered list attribute type that has the value of square. So it is actually browser dependent. That means most of the browsers do not support the square value of type attribute. Similarly, we have another value, that is your circle value. So circle causes each bullet to appear as an empty circle. So many browsers do not recognize the circle attribute also. That means circle is another value of type attribute which is also browser dependent. That means most of the browsers do not encounter or do not recognize the circle value of type attribute. So these are the three most important values of type attribute. So it is not necessary that we will be using only three values for type attribute in case of unordered list. We can also use some other values to give in the type attribute. So there is a note over here that on some browsers disk is the default bullet. That means disk is the general, that is the solid round disk is the general bullet, or it is the by default bullet that is used to emphasize or to note a phrase or a document in a paragraph. So on other browsers circle is the default bullet. That means in some cases or in some browsers disk is the default bullet, and in some browsers circle is the default bullet. So it depends on the browser that which bullet they have used as a default value. So see an example of unordered list over here. So this is the source code and the reflection of the source code has been displayed over here. So as we know that the program starts with HTML. So after HTML we have the title as HTML unordered list. Now comes our body tag in which we will be using the UL tag. As we have discussed that UL tag stands for unordered list. So whenever we want to give any symbol bullets to the web page or any document, so at that time we will be using the UL tag. So UL tag has a list of items. So you can see that UL tag is a container tag, and even the li is a container tag over here. So li is not necessarily a container tag in every browser, but it's better to contain the text to be listed within the containment of the list tag. So UL tag is the container tag and we have the list tag. So the number of li tag represent the number of list in the UL tag. So here we have 4 lists. So you can see that the beetroot, ginger, potato and radish is the list of the UL tag. So these are the 4 list of UL tag, and you can clearly see over here that they are being followed by a symbol, that is your circle, or there is a solid circle where we have all the 4 lists. So actually whenever we want any type of bullets in the web page, so we will be using the UL tag. So if we are using the symbol tags, then only we will use the unordered list or UL tag. And in similar way, if we want any numbered bullets in the web page, so we will be using the OL tag. And the number of li tag within the UL or OL tag represents the list in the web page. So you can clearly see that the unordered list has the symbol bullets in front of the text. So every text with the li tag has different list or there is no br tag written after each li tag. That means after a successful of li tag or the closing li tag, automatically the cursor moves to the next line. So there is no need of br tag whenever we are using the list tag. So now we will be discussing another example of unordered list. So you can clearly see over here we have used the type attribute of el tag and we have used the square value of type attribute. Whenever we want to give any different type of value or different type of symbol bullets to the text, so we can specify it under the type attribute of ul tag. So you can see over here that the ul tag has again those four lists, that is beetroot, ginger, potato and radish, but you can see that the symbols has been changed or the bullets has been changed from disk to square because we have specified that type equal to square. Next, you can also see over here that we have used another program in which I have written ul type equal to circle. That means you can see that the symbols has been changed from first it was disk, then we have specified square, now we have specified circle. So you can clearly see that there is a circle bullet in front of the text which are specified in the list tag. So all the list tag under the ul tag has been represented in different lines because no br tag is required to move the cursor to the next line. So whenever it will encounter a list tag, so it will automatically put it to the next line. So here we have specified circle value to the type attribute where the circle has been displayed over here. So whenever we want any type of bullet or any type of symbol bullet in the web page, so we can specify it to the type attribute of the ul tag. Another category of ordered list. So ordered list is another category of list where there is a chance of giving the numbered bullet to the text. So what do you mean by ordered or OL tag? So it delineates a list where the items are in sequential or numerical order. So each item begins with a li tag. So ordered list may be nested inside ordered list or inside any other type of list. That means one list inside another list inside another list. That means the list can be nested. So a line space automatically is inserted before and after an ordered list. That is, an entire line is skipped between an ordered list and any text before and after it. So except for most common browsers, a list nested within another list. So we have discussed the concept of unordered list and now we will be discussing what is the concept of ordered list. So as we have discussed that there are two categories of list, that is ordered list and unordered list. So we have already discussed the part of unordered list. That means in unordered list we will be using the symbol bullets to identify or to emphasize a particular text in the paragraph. So similarly, whenever we want to give any numbered bullets, so there are different type of numbers. We can give 1, 2, 3, 4, we can give ABCD, we have capital ABCD, we have small ABCD, we have Roman letters. So Roman letter starts with triple I. So there are capital Roman letters and there are small Roman letters. So different type of numbered bullets can be given to the particular text or to emphasize a text in a document through the help of ordered list. So now we will be describing what is ordered list and how to use ordered list in the web page. So now we will be moving to the slide that is ordered list. So we have already discussed what is ordered list. So whenever we want to give any numbered bullets to the web page or to emphasize the text in the web page, so at that time we will be using the ordered list. So now we will be discussing what are the attributes associated with the ordered list. So you can clearly see there is a type attribute of ordered list also. So type attribute is also there in unordered list, but the values were different. Similarly, the ordered list has the type attribute which has some different values. So it designates the appearance of the numbers preceding the items in the list and therefore is conjunctive to building an outline using the nested ordered list. That means whenever we will be using any values of type attribute, so it will represent different values or different types of numbers as the bullet to emphasize the text or document in the web page. So if you are giving the capital I, it causes the element to be numbered in Roman letters, that is your in capital Roman letters. So you can see over here, if I will be giving capital I value to the type attribute, so it will give the bullets as 1 double I, triple I, IV in the Roman letter, that is in capital letters. Similarly, if I will be giving capital A, so it causes the items to be numbered in capital A, capital B, capital C. So whenever we will give capital A as the type attribute, so all the list or all the items of the list will be in numbered format, and they will be numbered in capital A, capital B, capital C in this format. Similarly, this is the default value, that is 1. So if you are not giving any value to the type attribute, so by default it will number the bullets from 1, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, that will be the default value of the numbered bullets or the ordered list bullets. Similarly, if you are giving the small a as the value of the type attribute, so it causes the item to be numbered in small alphabets, that means A, B, C, D or something like that. Similarly, if I am giving small I, so it causes the items to be numbered in small Roman letters. So you can see, if I am giving capital I, so it will give the capital Roman numbers, and if I am giving the small I, so it will give the numbers in small Roman letters. So these are different values of the type attribute which are used to give the ordered list attribute. Now we will be describing what are the examples of ordered list. So you can see the first example of ordered list. So this is the source code, and here you can see the program starts with the HTML. This is the general syntax of writing a HTML web page, followed by head section which has a title section or title tag, and we have given HTML ordered list as the title of the web page. Next we have the body tag, because the ordered list will be reflected in the body of the web page. So the OL tag, which represents the ordered list, must be enclosed within the body tag of the HTML page. So OL stands for ordered list, and you can see over here that we have given 4 lists, that is beetroot, ginger, potato and radish. So by default the numbers will be, or the bullets will be in number format, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So all the values or all the list of the OL tag will be in the numbered bullets. So by default, if you are not specifying any value to the type attribute, so all the values of the type attribute will be in LI or will be in the numbered bullets, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we want to give some other bullets or other numbered bullets other than 1, 2, 3, 4, then we will be specifying in the type attribute. So whatever value we will be specifying in the type attribute of OL tag, that will be reflected in the list of each element. So now we will be moving to another example. So here you can see that I have written OL tag type equal to capital I. So that means we have already discussed that capital I stands for capital Roman numbers. So if I want to give the capital Roman numbers in the web page, so I will be specifying the value, that is capital I, inside the type attribute. So here you can see the type attribute has the value as capital I. So you can see that every list of the OL tag has been followed by the capital Roman numbers. So as many there will be lists in the item, the numbers will be incremented one by one. So in this way we can change the values of the type attribute, and the same will be reflected in the web page. That means whatever value we will be specifying in the OL tag or in the type attribute, so that value will be, or that numbered bullet will be reflected in the web page. So if we want to start, or we want to give the bullets of different lists as capital A, so we can simply write that type equal to capital A over here. So whenever we will write the capital A over here, so all the items or all the list items will have the numbered bullets, that is in place of capital I or Roman letter we will have capital A, here capital B, then capital C, then capital D. So in this way the values of type attribute has been reflected or is being reflected on the OL tag, that is the ordered list tag. today's video we have discussed what is list, what is the concept of list, how to use the list, what are the categories of list, that is unordered list and ordered list, how to use the unordered list, what are the attributes of unordered list, what are the attributes of ordered list, how to change different values of type attribute. So all has been discussed in today's video. So I hope you all have understood what is the concept of list and all about the functions of the list in the HTML page. So we will be describing some other topics in our next videos. Till then, thank you.